My name is Vinod Kumar, SVC Bangalore, Department of ECE. Today we are going to discuss about microwave and antennas. Subject code is 18EC63. Microwave tubes. The definition of microwave tube is microwave tubes are lamps that produce the microwave. Microwave tubes are electronic guns that generates the linear beam of tubes. Microwave tube generates and amplifies the higher frequencies in the microwave range of frequency spectrum. Explanation about microwave tubes. When microwave tube is energized and electrons emitted from the cathode that forced to the control grid. The emitted electrons are forced by a low positive voltage to accelerate the electron beam of very high positive DC voltage in equal to the amplitude is applied at the accelerator and the branched grid. Microwave tubes, a very high vacuum tubes desired for operation in the frequency range of approximately 3000 to 3 lakh megahertz. Two considerations distinguish between microwave tubes from vacuum tubes at lower frequencies. The dimensions of tube structures in relation to the wavelength of the signal that is generates or amplifies and the time during which the electron interact with the microwave field. In the microwave region, wavelengths are in the order of centimeters. Resonant circuits are in the form of transmission lines that extends a quarter of wavelength from the active region of the microwave tubes. With such short circuit dimensions, that internal tube structures constitutes an appreciable portion of the circuit. For this reason, a microwave tube is made to form a part of resonant circuit. Leads leads from electrodes to external connections are short and electrodes are part of surfaces extending through the envelope directly to external circuit that is often a coaxial transmission line or the cavity of the circuit. At microwaves, the period of signal is in the range of 0.001 to 1 nanoseconds. Only if it transmits time is less than a quarter of the signal period do significant number of electrons exchange appreciable energy with the signal field. Trans- Transmit time is reduced in several ways that the electrons are closely spaced and made planar in the configuration. And high inner electrode voltages are used. Tubes designed by the force-going principles are effective for wavelengths from a few meters to few centimeters. At shorter wavelengths, different principles are necessary. To obtain greater exchange of energy between the electron beam and the electromagnetic field, several alternatives designs are proved in the practicals. Instead of collecting the electrons beam at the plate formed by a opposite side of the resonant circuit, the beam is allowed to pass into a field-free surface, reacting further with an external circuit. Instead of producing the field in one or several resonant circuits, the field can be supported by a distributed surface along with it moves at a velocity comparable to the velocity of electron in the beam of light. The electron beam is that directed close to the structure so that beam and field interact over an extended interval of time traveling to the wave tube. Applications of microwave radar gun. Radar gun used to detect the long range and high range long range. Applications of microwave tubes. Radar gun. Radar gun used to detect the speed of the vehicle in the highways. Communication. Communication means to trans communication to transfer the information one from one person to another person. Electronic welfare and is used in directed energy weaponry machine materials. Waste remediation and ozone generation, atmospheric purification of uh, add mixtures like parants and that destroy ozone layers. Microtubes are classified into two types: linear beam devices and cross-field devices. The cross-field devices are again subdivided into megatrons and CFA. Uh, And, and linear beam devices are classified into resonant cavity and slow wave structure. These are non-resonant. Again, the resonant non-resonant structures are divided into forward wave and backward wave. And backward wave subdivided into BWA and BWO. The forward wave the forward wave subdivided into helix TWT, and it is divided into coupled cavity TWT. The resonant cavity is divided into klystron amplifier and reflex klystron. Microwave sources: high power microwave tube, tubes, electric one, cross field devices, orthogonal E and magnetic fields, megatron CFA as low power amplifiers in coherent MIT, MTI, fast compression, radar, and pulse Doppler. Linear beam devices, continuous electron beam in the interaction of interaction region, Klystron and TWT, RF. Conversation efficiency ratio of RF power output is equal to the available to the deep power input. RF conversation efficiency of RF power source is equal to 10% to the 60%. Advantages of microwave tubes: supports larger bandwidth and hence more information is transmitted. For this reason, microwave tubes are used in for point-to-point communications, and more antenna gain is possible. There is no waste of there is no transmission. There is no information is lost. Higher data rates are transmitted as the bandwidth is more. Antenna size gets reduced as the frequency is higher. Low power consumption as signals are of higher frequencies. Effect of fading gets reduced by using line of sight propagation. Produces effective reflection area in the radar systems. Satellite and terrestrial communications with high capacities are possible. Low cost, mini, low cost and microwave tubes components can be developed. Effective spectrum used with the wide variety of applications in all available frequency regions of operation. Thank you.